Let me say a big welcome to Star Views here on City Star TV. My name is MC Kelly. You can call me on the mic because my addicted to the mic. I could give you what you like. Check it. Do you know what time it is? Now this is becoming nice. I like it. I like the fact that it's becoming nice. People are buying into the whole vibe. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Have you been to the hospital lately?
I went to the hospital like 2 weeks ago.
Did you see nurses there?
Yes, there were nurses there. By then, there were nurses there.
By then, they were working?
Yes, they were working.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for like 2 weeks now, after you went to the hospital, we came back. There's some strike.
What is their problem?
I will let you know.
Okay.
So don't forget, this show is probably brought to you by City Star Media. Don't forget, we bring possibilities to life. That is why we are here. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at City Star TV, CITISTAR at the TV, and you are good to go. Now let's move on to some stories making headlines. Health in this country is becoming a problem because our nurses are trying to give us headache.
How are they becoming headache?
They want to give us problem. Why are they not working? Why are they not?
But then if you're not paying me, why do you want me to work?
You see, I believe in is your basic salary coming? Yes. Allowances will come.
No.
Just, you see, I don't know whether it's change of government or whatever it is. We don't want to know about that one.
Okay.
But it is allowance. Your basics are coming.
Do you know?
Please.
Do you know? Let me say, it's very expensive to stay in Ghana.
Yeah,
that your basic allowance can do it, like the money you get. That okay, so this is my salary, cannot do anything. But at least if you get this small amount and then you add it up to the salary, you can do something with it.
You see how you are justifying allowance? Allowance can I say?
Okay, so
relax.
Relax. Wait, because I want to let my viewers or my listeners know the reason why, and then the allowances they are not paying. What allowance that they are not paying.
All right.
So number one allowance is book and research allowance. So that is.
Let's go one after the other. Let's go one after the other. Book and what?
Book and research allowance.
So what do you got there?
So
no,
they are agreed rates.
Let's take it one after the other.
Okay.
Say a book and research allowance. Bosu, are you going to buy food with it?
No. This one, it's some people that
even
can
with
take
this
it.
One,
so if we have the
PhD holders,
the PhD, we have a degree in awarding public health sector.
Thank you very much.
So as for this one,
so let those people go on a strike.
Some of them that can take it.
Good.
Then we have the uniform allowance, payment of 1,000 per year. Do you know what 1,000 cedis can do? See, even if I have to, even if I'm going, do you know?
The uniform allowance is 1,000 cedis. The uniform allowance, saying.
1,000 cedis per year.
How much?
All nurses and midwife in public sector.
That is true. That is very fine.
So if I'm coming to the hospital and I'm not wearing uniform, will you be happy?
Oh, I don't know why the hospital don't wear uniforms.
Give me shoe.
Now let me tell you this. Let me tell you this one.
Okay.
You know, ultimate material 2 years, 3 years.
Do you know how much it costs?
No, those of you that are parents were military men and policemen, ex-servicemen. Uniform, I buy more 2, no more pam 2 account, no pam 3 account, 2 of us.
Do you know
nurses can do that?
Do you know how many years?
No, nurses can do that.
We cannot. Because the money you are giving me is not enough.
So
we have fuel allowance.
Fuel allowance. Nurse not me than
180 liter at the rate of 10.99 or at the applicable government approved pump rate.
Thank you.
Whichever is higher.
Okay.
So this one is for principal nursing, midwifery officers in the public sector and above, and analogs grade.
Okay.
So this one too is for specific people.
Okay.
Yeah, specific nurses. Then we have non-basic allowance.
And you say
8% of monthly basic salary
should come when
all nurses and midwives. It's for all nurses and midwives in the public sector. So 8% of the monthly allowance is supposed to be given to them. So why are you not giving them that allowance?
Continue.
Then we move to on-call facilitation allowance. 5% of monthly basic salary. And those eligible for it is nurses and midwives in the public sector who work in unstaffed facility and are required to work beyond the normal 8 hours.
Yes.
So this is that
so
one.
Night out shift.
On staff. That one
okay.
here on staff.
Okay.
Then we have rural incentive allowance to be paid as contained in the final document prepared by the technical committee of the Minister of Health. That one too is to nurses and midwives in the public sector who work in the rural areas.
Yes, those who work where there's no light.
So that one, at least you should consider. If they are going for strike, you should understand. Then the last but not the least is the 13th month allowance. 1 month basic salary for all nurses and midwives to be paid at the facility level on a yearly basis. All nurses and midwives in the public sector. Then lastly, continuous professional development support. Annual professional license renewal fees and required continuous professional development, that's the CPD, to be paid by the employer as contained in the collective agreement. And it goes to all nurses and midwives in the public sector. So if I'm supposed to put all these things together, number 1 is the book and research allowance. Number 2 is the uniform allowance. 3 is fuel allowance. Then the 13th month allowance, night out of station allowance, vehicle maintenance allowance, kilometric allowance, funeral grant, and then annual professional license renewal fees. So this is the reason why our nurses are on strike.
Putting them together, it's like 8 demands that they want and it's not coming.
Yes.
Vim.
My problem is,
but then
even if you can't pay all,
pay some.
So if you are not paying that sum, how do you expect me to come and work?
Okay.
Because where I am, it is not that some of the nurses, they are staying in nurses. Do we have nurses bungalow?
Some facilities have.
So if I per se, I'm not staying in a nurses bungalow, and then I am renting. Now, how much is rent?
Imagine.
Then me rent fee honoma. I have to pay water bill. I have to buy prepaid. I have to feed myself. I have to move from the house to the hospital.
That is true.
So if you are not paying this allowance and then you want me to take it out of my salary, how much are you giving me as salary that you want me to take all these things out of it? So if you're not paying me the allowance, how do you expect me to work?
But then I get you. I get their lamentation, whatever. I get everything. But before you went to work, you signed an oath. Do you remember?
Yes.
To do what?
That one, yes.
Service to man.
Service to the nation.
Good. So someone with all these things, Semoko strike, whom are you doing evil to? The nation.
The nation.
At least your basic salary, Eba. And we are there to save life. The notion of the woman who brought nursing, that is Florence Nightingale, said, "Baby,
why would she
cry for Ghana?
Why would she cry? Because you people are not treating the nurses well.
Are you telling me that our nurses who travel outside this country to go and work at other countries, they don't adhere to things like, or they don't go through things like this? Why don't they complain?
Are you sure they don't give them their allowances?
No. I'm not saying they don't give them. It comes, but the issue is that, do you think it comes all the time like they wanted it?
Even you just said, let me underline. You said it comes, but then it was not coming like that.
Yes.
How many months have they not paid their allowances?
I am telling you that this country, we have pampered nurses to the top.
We are tired. We've not pampered them. We are not doing them right. We are not doing them right.
And if I'm the health minister, Marco strike,
why?
I am telling you. Don't come to work. Say also Bejuma. Right? How many days? For 2 weeks they've been on strike.
I am not coming to the hospital because
for 2 weeks. No problem. But who was striking? Who was called DD? No problem. But so what's signing allegiance? What's signing oath? Say you are going to fight for humanity and you're not doing it at this point. As a wara, don't come. Mini health minister no make tear for mama. Now square.
No.
What we are doing? We are not doing anybody the harm. We are harming ourselves.
This one is not
because
about.
I'm of the view that you pamper nurses in this country for a very long time.
And I am on the view that
the same thing happened.
Yeah.
The same thing. Look, do you know the number of nurses who are not working, who have graduated and are not working? Vim and the Rollins. The same thing happened. Rollins had to go to Cuba to bring nurses and doctors to come and work in Ghana to train them.
Okay.
Do you want the government to upgrade you? You working as a nurse. You have to upgrade yourself. You're not doing that. No problem.
But then it's the same.
And before the same thing happened.
Okay.
And now it has happened. They've been on strike for the past 10 years. Omako strike more than 50 times.
Because they are not paying. Yeah.
Now, if everybody ever got strike at prisons, Omako strike. Military men will go to strike. Police will go to strike. Fire service will go to strike. Doctors have to go to strike. Judges have to go to strike. Lawyers have to go to strike. We understand that we are a developing country. We are trying our best. Journalists will have to go to strike. Drivers have to go to strike. Passengers have to go to strike.
If journalists go to strike, how do you get stories?
Exactly. But we are all trying our best. So nurses in this country have been pampered for a very long time. And I understand that Health Minister, Honorable Kwabena Kando, okay, he's saying that he's begging or urging retired nurses to come. Them, they should be home.
No.
I thank God that nurses are not above sickness. They should train, or they should look at themselves. Ghana is a developing country. Ghana has just exchanged power to another whatever it is.
Okay.
We have to take time for whoever is in power now to relax and work and be able to pay. Some of the allowances are not allowances for 4 months ago, are not allowances from January. They are allowances from the previous government. And they want strike.
But then you have to pay them. At least give them, if you
I
don't give them everything, give them small.
Even when the new government came, the previous government left just 6 hours energy, whatever it is, in the energy sector. Did you ask ourselves, say, a banishing light till now? No. Let us not use this as propaganda. Let us just move and then do the work to support a nation like ours. Okay. Thank you very much. This same issue, do you know what is happening at the mortuaries?
What's happening there?
More bodies.
Well, I grieve with, I sympathize with people that their bodies are being sent to the mortuary. I feel it is not anything serious. Just within a second, you can save the person's life. Already,
the mortuary system
it's bad.
Very bad. And these people are trying to decrease the number. Nurses, because of nurses, the bodies are increasing. Let's watch a video of a young lady narrating how her uncle died at Kolebu Teaching Hospital.
So, workers at Kolebu Teaching Hospital. And then, my uncle had a serious asthma attack. He was struggling not from Nana or pray, but because you people are on strike, you refuse to even take care of him. Even after his wife was demanding, say, she's going to pay every amount. Profession, we are all humans, so. A young man at the age of 30 years, he married just 3 years ago. 3 years ago, so yeah, this December will be 3 years. He doesn't have a kid. He had an asthma attack. You guys are on strike into unfanenko. Yadamase, he's dead. Yadana question what you. Yadamase, we are grateful to you people. See a profession soon chaya, Mumayan Kasi and any pow. And you money and I be. Now, Suriasimu, men show your quenim, Nan Yanebone. He is dead. Yes, woo. Thank you to whoever they met there. Where you want to know, ye? Yadasi. Yanso, Yadi Akosha. We will bury him. A radimo where you man and kosu. No mountain quatense. You, that person that was in charge. You said you are on strike. Into woman fanning kononko. Well, yeah, then I question much. Yeah, Damasi. Why?
Have you watched the video? Are you okay? Are you okay with the video?
That's sad.
It can happen to anybody in this country.
Very true.
So,
but you know something? The amazing part is, let it be a government official, and then the nurses will be there.
Yeah.
If it's this one day, I'm supporting the nurses, but then let this be a government official, and then you get nurses.
Let's say, Sebi, and I say, just recently, our first lady, our vice president, UGM, somebody they buy, you see them running because at the end of the day, no envelope besu. It's
sad.
It's very sad.
So you can take just like few minutes to save the person.
And the person was even begging, say, "Obey, pay any amount for the husband to be saved." And they said, "We are on strike." And man, you rather say more than what is it? Abadaye.
This is sad.
What is this? Hey, we have pampered nurses too much. They can go and sit down. If you not work.
But I'm supporting.
I'm supporting
the nurses, but this particular one here, it's bad.
Just bad.
Like you can be on the strike, but then not to the extent of the mortuary, even the mortuary suffering with bodies. Nah. This one,
do you know what is posing on the environment now?
No.
If the mortuaries are full, where are we putting the bodies?
Like they are going to.
Sometimes you go to mortuaries and you see bodies outside.
Very
covered.
I wonder why should the bodies be outside?
Exactly.
Where in Crawford? Jesus.
So
that is why the private hospitals, they are always cashing out.
So this moment, 2 weeks ago, if they make 100,000 a week,
they are going to make like
500,000
a week.
They're
always cashing
because they have.
Because you won't go to a private hospital and find bodies.
Are you serious?
On the floor.
It is for me. You can do that. You can do that shit. So all the stories we are reading to you, you can get them on Facebook. That is Sister TV News on Facebook. Get there. You have relevant stories that are making headlines in the country are all there for you. So you will see something like this on the screen. When you get there, you see it. And then the last one I gave you about the mortuary. Bodies being received by our mortuaries are alarming, which means it has increased. Dead bodies within the space of 2 weeks. And you nurses are happy out there. So this is Star Views here on City Star TV. Lami is here and we have more stories coming your way.
Crying.
Are you crying?
Because it's sad. Because it can be their family members.
Yeah. This is the lack of money.
Okay.
So let's move on again.